ready for this next fight, I might as well tell you, to my right is a two-time United States Olympic wrestler. But I say this without that caveat. Wrestling's the best base for modern-day mixed martial arts, and his wrestling is truly as good as it gets.
As good as it gets. And he lives by the model. He embraces the grind. He gets out there, and he tries to punish you with his effort. He wants to punish you with his intensity, and he wants to overwhelm you with his pressure. That is wrestling. From the wrestling on the mat to wrestling on the feet, it's pressure, pressure, pressure. This young man is just literally, he personifies the style that so many of us were known for.
Yeah, dude like pummels all day. His wife's like, I'm looking for a hug. You don't need to pummel me. Tremendous wrestler. We'll see if the hands have developed a little bit, but certainly a good opportunity on a big stage for him here tonight. Fanfare, here is Jon Jones back in defense of his UFC heavyweight championship. Remarkable the manner in which he came back from a 3-year layoff. Figures to present an even better version here tonight.
Well, so many people questioned or wondered when Jon Jones would come to heavyweight. When he did, he looked better than he ever has inside the UFC's octagon, winning the heavyweight championship and reasserting himself as the dominant force in mixed martial arts. Jon Jones once again steps to the octagon looking to build on his legacy.
And we don't know how long for this game Jon Jones is, so enjoy him while he is here. We'll see how it goes tonight in this UFC Heavyweight Championship title defense. Jon Jones has graced the octagon. We are set to go for our main event of the evening. Tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Chael Sonnen. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Jones.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. So here's the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jon Jones. In nearly every fight, he's going to have a massive reach advantage. So we'll see what he chooses to do here in the early going, if he leans on the grappling or the wrestling. But that reach is a very powerful thing in modern-day mixed martial arts. It's one thing to have a reach advantage. It's another thing to use it as masterfully as Jon Jones has done in the past. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
When you get in a bad spot on the ground and you want to reverse it, that's what you need to do.
Masterclass in changing position, unreal to see.
Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
He's got to be careful here.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. Moving his head here on the ground, Shane.
I mean, this guy is very active off of his back, and it helps him to evade those strikes.
Well, he's got his back now. Oh, that rear naked choke attempt is tight. Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Late round action now, and the storyline has been Jon Jones really from the outset. The ground and pound has been absolutely vicious.
Yeah, just getting back to himself, Jay. Getting back to, I'm the guy that's going to take you down and put your head through the canvas. He got takedowns early. He made sure that he took advantage of being in dominant position and made his opponents pay.
Move those hips, get back to guard.
Now he's got good body position, yup. Big ground and pound.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Keep moving those hips.
30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. Round 2 straight ahead.
Great work. You just won that round. I want you to take a deep breath and relax. When we go back out there, the same game plan, but now I want you to use more kicks.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Second round underway.
Nice punch to the head.
Chael Sonnen gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Stiff jab there from Jon Jones, using his length to great effect. 84 inches, the reach from Jon Jones. That's going to give him an advantage against most light heavyweights, if not heavyweights, on this UFC roster. Takedown defense is there.
Guillotine jump.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the... Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Well, that combination's going to leave a mark. You see him getting top position, standing over his opponent, and delivering the ground strike. Nice job by Chael. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Chael. Pretty significant welt to the left side. While the ground and pound strikes to the body keep on coming, you gotta start to minimize the damage. Good work here by Sonnen.
Getting him out here. He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here, and he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Takes his back now. Chael's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise the crowd responds.
The crowd just loves whenever they get high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
He was all over you. Let's look better than that. Come on now, let's shake it out. Let's get back in there. Let's get back to the game plan. Hands high, work behind the gym.
All right, so the crowd voicing its appreciation after that crazy sequence in the previous round. Nearly submitted him there, DC.
This is usually what we get with striking. But tonight you have a very educated crowd. They appreciate high-level grappling, and they are getting that tonight in this fight. That submission was in deep, but wow, what a great job of escaping and living to fight another day.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Nice kick there by Jones. Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. Oh, lands another. He's lucky his head's still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou, and you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas to try to find that finish. Oh, right into mount.
Heavy shots, go! Heavy shots!
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Good work from the top here by Chael. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Jones is in half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Sonnen.
That was a slick transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chael. Under a minute now to go in the round. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Sonnen.
This is a terrible position.
Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. Lands with the ground and pound. Final seconds of round 3. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Take a deep breath and relax. I want you to look to finish this round. We have to put the pressure on this guy. Move forward behind head movement. Keep your jab nice and long.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Fourth round now. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. His misses are entertaining. Perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those he might be over.
I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Trying to finish this fight.
This is where he wants to be. changing the position.
Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut.
Ref will help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space. Now into his mount.
Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Sonnen swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues.
He's got to be careful here. You cannot sit in this position. Referee will have no choice but to stop the fight. Oh!
Jon Jones with a huge win tonight.
Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs, and when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. All right, the official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 13 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, Jon Jones!
All right, so as usual, Jon Jones leaving an opponent in his wake. He gets it done tonight by TKO.
He does a really good job of setting you up. Jon Jones gets to his position, gets his opponent hurt, and gets the TKO victory. It's what we expected early, and now we are seeing Jones